Welcome back to Tech Rants. My name is Q, and today we'll be talking about the different types of internet that you can get and why it matters. So we're going to be talking about the different types of internet you can get. This will be anywhere from cable-based internet to fiber, fixed wireless, DSL, and satellite. So we'll talk about why each of them is better than the other, or whatever the case may be, and why you should care. All right, so stay tuned. Let's get started. All right, before we get started, please, if you like the content, please subscribe, comment, share, tell your friends, all that other good stuff. And if you like the content and you feel like you want to support me by making a donation via Cash App, you may do so at dollar sign the Tech Rant Show. That's dollar sign THECHRANTSSHOW. Donations are not required, but they are greatly appreciated. Helps me bring better content and more reviews and things like that to the channel. But like I said, your love and support is just as good. But anyway, so let's talk about the different types of internet that you can get for your home and or business and why you should care. So we'll start off with the most common ones, and then, you know, we'll talk about some of the lesser known or either the ones that are not typically chose by people. Excuse me, and we take it from there. So let's start off with cable internet. It's the most widely available for the most part. Actually, satellite is the most available, but cable is pretty much readily available unless you live way in the sticks or somewhere in a remote area or whatever have you. So cable internet is using coaxial cables, and this will come from your traditional carriers such as Comcast, Spectrum, Cox, different companies like that. Now, here's the thing about that. Cable internet is very reliable. However, it can be more expensive because of the speeds that they offer. However, sometimes you can get good deals. I know Comcast is starting to build out a fiber infrastructure in some areas, but they're trying to expand it even more. Now, typically with cable internet, you can get speeds up to a gigabit. However, the upload speeds are not as good as the download speeds. Okay, the most you're going to get for upload speeds from a cable ISP is probably about 30 to 35 megabits per second, which is fine. But if you have multiple people working from home, school, whatever, they're saying COVID cases are rising, so kids might be back at home again. You know, you're going to need a little bit more upload speed than that. But if you're a small household or you don't have too much going on, nobody's too heavy on gaming, that should be fine. 35 megabits should be fine. And like I said, you can get speeds anywhere from 50 megabits per second up to a gig. Um, Now, like I said, Comcast, if you live in some areas where they have fiber, they have speeds going up to 3 gigs. So 3,000 megabits per second and 3,000 megabits upload. So that's pretty good. Now, let's talk about fiber, which is what I have. Now, fiber uses a fiber optic cable, which is glass that transmits signals through light. Now, the good thing about fiber is that you can get fast upload and download speeds. Pretty much you can get symmetrical. So if you have 500 meg internet, you can get 500 meg download, 500 meg upload. Now, the bad thing about fiber is it is not available in a lot of places. It's still new technology. It is very reliable, but it's not available in all areas. Matter of fact, it's not available in probably 55 to 60% of the country. Now, it is expensive to initially get. So when I had fiber installed in my home last year, I had an installation cost probably about 150, 200 bucks. But overall, your plans are typically cheaper. But thing is, they offer speeds that are typically higher, and someone may not need it. Now, luckily, the ISP who I chose, they start off at 250 megabits, which is on par with what like Spectrum or somebody offers like that, and they go all the way up to a gig. And like I said, you can get symmetrical speeds. Now, AT&T, I think they go up to 5 gigabits per second, so 5,000 megabits upload, 5,000 megabits download. Um, but like I said, so it's a little bit expensive to get installed. Plans are overall pretty cheap, and like I said, but um, symmetrical speeds and overall reliability, it's typically, better, and it's more future proof. So, and it's not available across the country. It's not available in a lot of areas, so that kind of sucks. Hashtag fiber expansion. I think that's what we need to do. Fiber is definitely good if you're running a large household or if you're working from home, you got kids from school, things like that. Like I said, I have fiber and I'm using it. I work from home. I have 750 meg internet. Now, my fiber ISP just got symmetrical speeds. So at the moment, but I still get good speeds. I have 750 megabits down and 200 megabits up. So I'm doing pretty good here. So that's just me. But yeah, a lot of people don't have access to fiber internet, and hopefully that is something that's changing in the future. Now, fiber carriers include the likes of CenturyLink in some areas, Comcast in some areas, AT&T, Frontier, Verizon, Google Fiber, and I think Wow. Yeah, Wow. Is Wow a fiber? Yeah, I think they are fiber. So there's that. That's pretty good. All right. So fiber, once again, the good. You can get symmetrical speeds. It's very reliable. Prices are cheaper in the long run, and they're great for large families. Bad, it's not available in many parts of the country. It's expensive to initially get it, and well, they don't have cheaper plans sometimes. So it is what it is, though. But fiber is overall the better choice. If you have a choice, luckily in my area, I can get either fiber. I can actually get fiber, fixed wireless, sat. I can get all types, but the main two are Spectrum and my local fiber provider, and I chose the local fiber provider. All right. So if you have a choice between fiber and regular internet, cable internet, I would choose fiber at all times. All right. So next, let's talk about fixed wireless. This is becoming more available. Now, sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's talk about DSL because DSL is still available in a lot of places, and it's definitely more available in the sticks. Now, that uses your telephone wires to convert digital signals, digital subscriber line. So, you guys may remember like old AT&T UVerse, Verizon had DSL back in the day, and my fiber company that I have now, they still offer DSL in certain areas, but they're trying to do away with that. Now, DSL speeds can range anywhere between 5 megabits to 100 megabits, um, but the upload speeds are trash, all right? And a lot of times you're paying for speed that normally you're not getting. Now, um, DSL is a little bit more consistent. However, it is quite more expensive than a cable plan or a fiber plan. So, the good about it is that it's widely available even in rural areas. The speeds are pretty consistent. If you're a one, two, or three-person household, you might be able to get away with it. And you know, it uses your existing telephone lines, which most people have. The bad of it is it's more expensive than cable and internet. Uh, More expensive than cable internet and fiber internet. The upload speeds suck, and the technology is getting outdated. I mean, nobody really has um, a landline in their home anymore. Very few people do, and even then, like I said, it's just getting outdated. So a lot of companies are phasing it out. They're not really updating the telephone lines anymore. So I'm curious to see what is going to be the future of DSL internet. All right, now let's talk about satellite internet. Satellite. So you have companies like Viasat, which is available in 100% of the country. Now, their speeds. Let's talk about the number one thing about companies like Viasat. Sorry, let me back up. DSL. Some of the carriers that include DSL, AT&T, Verizon, Frontier, and CenturyLink. They offer DSL service. There may be some other ones out there. Comment down below what you guys think or what you know. Anyway, let's talk about satellite internet. Satellite internet uses a satellite dish that is usually placed on top of your roof or somewhere in your home, and it's available everywhere for the most part. Everybody can get satellite internet, but it's way more expensive than DSL, cable, and fiber. So I would definitely choose DSL over um, a satellite plan. Satellite plan usually has limits of how much data you can use, and the speeds are typically limited to 25 megabits per second. Now you got companies like HughesNet that are promising you up to 100 megabits per second, or you got places like companies like Starlink, which is owned by Elon Musk, that is promising you broadband speeds, but it is not quite readily available. So we have to wait until we see that, just like the Tesla Cybertruck. Anyway, um, satellite internet costs more. Like I said, it has limits. It is horrible for gamers or anybody that works from home. The consistency is just, bleh. It's just not going to work. And it's only as a last resort. I can get satellite internet in my area, but I refuse to get it because it's not going to do me any good. So if you live in the sticks and you only have satellite internet, I'm not even going to tell you what I think about that, but I just pray that internet expansion gets better and gets to a point to where it should be in America. So we're going to leave it from that. Companies that provide satellite internet would include Dish Network, Viasat, HughesNet, and Starlink. Now, if you can get Starlink in your area, which is coming soon, or Amazon says they're working on SpaceX, which will be the same thing. That's going to promise broadband speeds, then I would say choose one of those. But other than that, hey, if you have a choice between satellite and DSL, those are the only two choices. Please go with DSL. All right. Finally, we're going to talk about fixed wireless or wireless home internet. Now, this uses mobile cellular technology. So from companies like AT&T, Verizon, and T-Mobile, and typically you get a modem from one of these companies. You put it somewhere in your house, and you get the signal from the towers, or you can mount a antenna that you get from them on the roof, along with the um, along with the modem, and you use it that way. Now, Verizon has their 5G home internet and their LTE home internet. The LTE promises speeds of up to 50 megabits per second. Verizon home internet promises speeds up to a gig. AT&T home internet, same thing. And T-Mobile, they have their 5G home internet, and it's promising speeds of at least 25 megabits to 100 megabits. But a lot of people have done testing, and they've gotten way beyond that. Some got 400 or 500 megabits down. So, what is the benefits of this? Well, definitely in certain instances, you can get better speeds than DSL, cable, and almost the same speeds as you would from cable or fiber. It is definitely cheaper to get. You know, most plans don't cost no more than about $50 a month. And it's becoming more widely available. Verizon and T-Mobile have promised to kind of cover the rural area. So you're kind of getting more of a choice. You know, I know a couple guys that I follow on YouTube and a couple other people that they only have satellite internet in their area or, you know, whatever. And now they have Verizon home internet, and T-Mobile internet is now expanding. So that's good. So like I said, it's cheaper to get. Speeds are comparable, almost comparable to cable internet or DSL or fiber. And plans are pretty well relatively cheap. And it's more widely available. The downside, well, you might get slower speeds than what's advertised, and sometimes the latency and the upload speeds may not be that well. So definitely, unless you know you have a good consistent connection, definitely would not go too well for home internet, wireless home internet from working from home. But you have companies like T-Mobile that are offering solutions to businesses, but I think they're only servicing homes and businesses like that have a steady connection. All right. So what have we learned from all of this? I tried to make it as simple as possible, and if I rambled, I apologize. But what have we learned from this? The number one internet that you want is fiber. Okay? If you have a choice of a fiber carrier in your area, go with that. If not, choose a cable provider, negotiate on the price, and take it from there. And if you can't get cable or fiber, then I would go with wireless home internet or fixed wireless. Then, of course, if you can't get that, get DSL. And satellite, I really wouldn't bother with that unless you can get Starlink. So, fiber, cable, fixed wireless, DSL, and then satellite. All right. So, hopefully, the country gets more choices. And also, check out my video on how you can get up to $75 off your home internet or your cell phone bill for some of you, that may make your bill free. So go ahead and check that video on out on how to sign up for the Affordable Connectivity Program. And I hope this was helpful, informative in any way. Leave a comment down below what you guys think of this or anything else. And also, I would like to know, what internet service provider do you have? Are you happy, or do you wish you had something else? Now, me personally, I have a local provider here in my area, here in Ohio. I'm pretty happy with my service. They can get on my nerves sometimes, but the price is pretty good. I have internet, TV, and phone. Y'all know I still have cable. But honestly, if I had a choice on who I would like for my internet provider, it would either be Verizon Fios or AT&T, AT&T Fiber. Comcast is a little bit too expensive for my taste, but I would like to test out. Well, actually, AT&T has a 5,000 uh, 5 gig plan. So definitely that. But definitely Verizon, FiOS, or AT&T would be my top internet choices. And then probably third would have to be CenturyLink. But I am happy with my fiber provider. But let me know what kind of internet do you guys have. What do you think? Do you like it? And all that other good stuff. If this was helpful, informative in any way, informative, or entertaining in any way, leave a like on the video. Comment down below. Like I said, what do you guys think? What is you guys' internet provider? Do you like it? And who would you like to choose for your internet provider if you don't already have the fiber? I'm sorry. If you already don't have the internet provider of your dreams, subscribe to become part of the family. All the other good stuff. Feel free to make a donation if you would like. All that will be in the description. And thank you so much for all the love and support. I really do appreciate it. Catch you guys on the next one. Take care of yourselves. Stay safe. Peace.